why are you worrying about what other streamers doing?
Yeah, I think it's
And then the
really
whole like,
crazy.
and then seeing people like, oh, if I see a starting screen, I might swing back later, but you're not holding my attention. I don't mind it. Like some of my favorite streamers use a starting soon screen. It gives them time to get in, and like sometimes like with Twitch people, I pull it up on my console, and it gives me time to kind of get like squared away, to relax, so it doesn't bother me. And I like if you're that bit pressed on a starting soon screen, I don't.
It's hilarious. I started not using a starting shoe screen just to fuck with people. Kind of make like it's not a big deal. Who gives a fuck? Who cares?
Like you can use it or don't. Like it doesn't matter. I don't think it affects your viewership. I don't think it's going to affect anything. I purposely have now been putting a starting soon screen on, and I play a whole fucking song before I start
Oh
streaming.
god, that's when I just click off and be like, fuck this guy.
Yeah, I just want to be petty because this has pissed me off seeing people talk like that. It's annoying.
And well, I guess welcome to another episode of the podcast with your co-host Avenge Wolf and your host or whatever you want to call me, fucking El Chippy. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? How's everyone doing? Yeah, Wolf. We're starting to do this new thing where I just let Wolf yap over there and I just like start hitting record. He doesn't know when I started it. He could have
Kind of
been
just
yapping
slide.
for like 10 minutes. He doesn't even know. He doesn't even know.
I like how that is though. That kind of gets us into the flow though. So yeah, you guys heard me complaining about the big Twitter outrage of using a starting zoom screen. Again, we're back to streamers and people worrying about what other people do instead of focusing on their own content and growing. My thoughts are you use one or you don't. I've been purposely using one here lately and playing a whole song before I even start streaming just because I'm petty. Um, when it comes down to it's your stream, you do it how you want to. If you want to just hit go, and jump into something, have at it. That's cool. A lot of streamers that I watch still use them. Gives us a few minutes to get started and comfortable. I like to grab snacks and relax in my recliner and throw them up on the TV. And it's your call. I mean,
You
Chippy,
know,
what
you
do you
know, like I think the biggest thing is like I don't think starting scene or whatever you want to fucking call them matter. Honestly, I think the more I think about it, is the more I like this is a waste of time and money to invest into a starting screen. Just like a lot of other things I've been on rants about. I think a lot of these niches and things are just based off on seeing bigger, not necessarily bigger streamers, but streamers like using it as a way to like, oh, you can gain traction by this. I don't think that's true anymore. I think if you have a good personality and everything around that, you will
Yeah, I don't
obviously
believe
make
a
it.
starting soon screen is going to be like if it's an amazing one, it's going to get you people in. I have a very basic one. It was given to me. My entire like display setup was given to me for free. Other people pay for their stuff. Um, you can take our advice. I suggest you be very careful with who you work with and who you get to make you art designs and things like that because a year or two down the road you're going to be like, you know what, I don't like this at all, or you're going to see something that's similar to yours that's a lot better, and you're going to realize that there's a chance you might have overpaid for something that's temporary.
I mean, if you're to be fair, you're already wasting money by buying it.
I
Um,
don't
like
disagree.
I
Buying
just want to
a lot of
point out
stuff.
one thing. You don't see giant streamers using this shit, and if they are giant streamers, respectfully, they should be the ones that have them. Respectively, I mean, we don't
True.
need them at this level of entertainment. Because realistically, when you go live, you should be already ready to start your stream. Like as a streamer,
I
I
don't
feel like you should be
necessarily agree
ready.
with that.
But
I think people have rituals before the stream, whatever
then
you want to
why
call it,
why why
rituals
hit
to
the
start
start
up.
button though?
It's the build up, right? It gives me time to kind of work through anything that I'm dealing with, or just trying to take a moment to catch my breath. You know what I mean?
Like I get that.
I have a very busy schedule during the week, so like when I hit start and I got the screen on, I'm thinking, I'm collecting myself. It's kind of like when you're getting ready for I used to do plays and stuff and being cast and all that. And so like I would take a breather before it was my scene, right? That's my moment to collect myself and to become the entertainer that I want to be. Not everybody has to do that. Some people can hit start and go, but sometimes I like to collect myself, get into the mindset, and boom, I'm jumping, right? And it's hard. To me, it's I walk over here, I sit down, I get my kids squared away, my wife gets them doing stuff, so that way I can focus on this. And that's my few minutes of just like, let's go. And I don't care if anybody shows up or don't show up. That's my ritual to start my stream. I sit down, I hit the go live, I look at everything, I make sure I got everything set up the way I want to. I take a deep breath, take a drink of water, and then I go.
Like I get
That's
that. I get
what I
that
do.
perspective of it, you know, but like the I just feel like if you are already ready and you're just sitting there waiting for that countdown to go down to 0.
Oh, I don't have a
No,
countdown.
I'm
I
just
just
saying
hit
this is
start.
what a lot of people do, and like they should be ready to go live when they hit the go live button. They shouldn't have to sit there and be like, "Oh, let's wait for people to come in." The expectations of people showing up shouldn't be there.
No, I mean I get that. Like on the bigger streamers where they have thousands of people flood in,
Yeah,
you might have some news to drop and all that. Use a starting soon screen. Mine is just my
or like an
moment. That's
intro, you
me.
know.
That's me in that moment to do what I need, like to for me to catch my focus, catch my breath, take a just to mentally prepare. Right.
Hmm.
That's my thing. It's not for people to show up because 9 times out of 10 people don't show up, and that's okay because at the end of the day, I when I stream, it's to decompress. It's to push everything out and play a game, right? I'm already gonna sit here and play a game. I just do it live. I can catch a recording. I can screenshot shit, take videos, whatever. But that few minutes before is my moment to get in my head, take a deep breath, and then go.
I guess that's two
I know
different
I'm not.
different
I'm not.
perspectives. You know what I
I'm
mean?
not sitting there for like 5, 10 minutes. Now I know some streamers, man. I've sat and there's been a 15-minute starting soon screen, and that's a little. I think anything over like 5 minutes, maybe even 3 minutes, you're pushing it, right?
Well, that's what I
I
mean. You should be ready to stream. I get your like example, but like realistically, you should be ready to go by the time you hit start screen. If it takes a minute to make sure everything is working on the back end, it's okay. Like you said, if you need a little original start, go for it. But if you're in there for 3+ minutes, just waiting for people to show up and no one shows up, I just feel like it's a
or
waste of
doing
time.
whatever. Yeah, I agree. I'm not going to disagree. Now, like I've been wanting to get into making like long form YouTube videos for like my gameplay.
Yeah.
So like I want to figure out how to use the starting soon screen to help me like start the beginning of the video. But and that's a whole nother conversation. But yes, I use mine for the brief like minute or two just to give myself the
Hmm.
pep talk to get ready. But like I'm not gonna sit here for 5 minutes while I go get some popcorn or go,
Like, what do you need popcorn for? You know, it's like what?
I'm not gonna just sit and go like you do the dishes while my starting. I'm not gonna
Let,
do nothing
let
crazy
me
like
get
that.
10 shots deep real quick before I start this stream.
Yeah, or have it on the stream and then have to go take a shit or something. Like I do all that before I even get over
Yeah,
here.
it's like, God damn it, I
Um,
gotta go live at this time. No, you don't. Go take care of your
yeah,
personal
yeah,
business
yeah. It's not just
beforehand.
trying to maintain a schedule or anything like that. Like just figure yourself out. But like I use mine for like the few minutes before, like a minute or two. Making sure my Discord's good to go because I'll normally be in chat with Herbal or something like that. But yeah, I think there's a healthy balance. But again, step back. Us as streamers, why do we care if what other people are doing? Right now, I think it's silly. Now, I've seen some cool starting soon screens. Like I've seen people with like clip montages
Well, here's the
of their streams.
difference.
I
I think
think
that's
that's freaking
different though.
awesome.
I
Yeah,
think if you make a custom
it's
like
like an appetizer.
intro,
Yeah,
if you make a custom intro for your stream, I think that's totally different. Totally different.
I
Because
agree.
it brings entertainment to it. You're not just staring at a screen that says starting soon. Okay, when are you starting soon? As a viewer, like, what's up, bro? I'm a new viewer. Seen you went live. You have 0 views right now, but there's other people in here chatting. But like, it's starting soon. When is it gonna end? When is it gonna end? 10 minutes
I think
later?
I think there's a perception to it and
Oh
different
yeah.
perspectives
Oh
and all
yeah.
that. But like I think going over the top with it and just sitting and sitting and sitting with the same screen, no movement or nothing. Yeah, that's not the smart way. And there's people that use them and don't use them, and then there's people that are the same person. Well, one day they'll just hit go live and run into a game, and there's some days that they do it. At the end of the day, it's what you want to do. Whatever you decide to do on your stream, it's going to affect your stream. However, it affects it, that is your choice, your decision, and your consequences to the actions that you choose, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's either positive or negative. I just think that we start this Twitter drama, right? And then you see everybody commenting. Like, it even got to the point, like, I never see a lot of my. I'm very involved in the Twitch and the Kick side. Like, I know
Yeah.
people on both, but I never see them interact with each other much. And I got to a point that I saw to what I consider a
Yeah.
very large streamer. He quoted somebody, a kick partner. He quoted theirs and started talking about it. Then another one who actually lives in Georgia, where I live, He's a very great guy. I saw him comment on it and bring it up, and I'm like, man, this stuff is like it got that big, and I'm like, and then it makes me question back to the original post: are you really that concerned, or are you just
Hmm.
farming to get people upset over stupid
Oh
stuff?
yeah, people are just farming shit, dude. We know it best. We know how to farm this shit, and I do think a lot of these streamers just saw the fucking traction on it, and they just wanted to give their 2 cents like it mattered when it really, uh, it doesn't fucking matter. Your opinions don't matter. I'm sorry, our opinions don't even fucking matter, and we're just
Oh, we're just
yappers at
having
this
a
point.
conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can listen to us and be like, you know what, those guys actually make sense, or you can be like, the fucking dumbasses over here.
With
Uh,
granted, both are right. You know, sometimes we say good shit, and half the time it's, you know, and take it as you
it's just
want.
opinions. It's my opinion. It's the way I see the world. You're not going to see the same world that I
But
see.
don't
Or
worry,
I
guys. We won't talk about mental health. People get upset when we start talking about that shit.
if anybody can tell you, I'm one messed up individual. Like I don't have the right to comment on mental health because I'm a mental health case. I've got my past issues and I've learned to deal with
You
them.
know, if we painted your nose red and gave you some big shoes, you might look like a clown.
Probably. Um, so outside of that Twitter drama, so I saw the other day got quoted. I'm not gonna say who posted it and all that because I'm not. That's not the point. I saw someone commenting about viewership declining and is the streaming world falling apart because
It's
everybody's
because they don't
quitting
want
and things
emotes,
like
bro.
that.
It's because they don't want emotes.
That's let's do this section and then let's get into that because that's a whole nother freaking. But you guys, you have to understand everybody has downtimes. There are months that just are slower than others, and it seems like when you have a bad stream, a bad week, a bad 2 weeks, a bad month, it instantly becomes quitting. Like to me, summertime and when you stream like hours, it's you're not going to stream during the day when normally people like to go beaches and on vacation and stuff like that. Because I know
Hmm.
when I've went to Florida, I might pull a stream up like like at night to wind down, but like
Yeah.
I'm out all day. Or if I go to Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, I'm out all day. I'm not on my phone. If I get out my phone, I'm taking pictures. You know, I'm not looking at streams, and so I'm just one person, and that's a viewership loss for people. So now multiply that by how many people are probably on vacations. You got
I also
uh,
think it's the age. Like streamers have these age categories, right? I feel like
yeah,
if you don't have the
yeah.
younger audience, you're gonna lose viewerships. If you have the older audience, you're gonna lose it in the summer towards back in the back end of summer they'll start coming back. But if you have the like younger audience, they'll always be there. It's just the type of content you stream. That's my opinion. I mean, there's some degens out there, adults, and you guys know who you are. You fucking are on kick all damn day, watching every fucking stream you want to watch, gambling to fucking IRL. We know you exist. I just think it might be like the beginning of summer, like all like the older audience just kind of disappears a little bit, and you do see the decrease versus the kids.
And I think people also overlook the fact that like lurking is a very big thing. And I'm very big on it
And I,
because
I don't think it matters the platform you're on either. I think
you
people
know,
need to realize that it happens on Twitch,
lurking is
YouTube,
lurking.
and Kick.
Well, okay, so Twitch, you cannot chat on the what do you call it? The console app.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I watch a lot of streamers on my console, on my TV when I'm laying in bed or in my
Hmm.
recliner. You can't chat. So what am I? I'm a lurker because I'm not opening my phone to chat while I'm watching you on the TV. I'm sorry. I'm not.
That's okay. Like,
you are my relaxation at this point. So now how many people are like me sitting and watching you on a console? You might have 30 viewers and they
hmm,
might be 25 of them on a console.
yep.
It's okay. You got viewers. Um and I think like that whole lurker status it gets overlooked on like what they might do. Like my job requires me to talk to people all day. I manage a group of people. I have to have conversations with corporate executives, things like that. I talk all day. It is really hard for me to come home, watch a stream, and want to continue talking.
Yeah, I yeah. There's no other like
I
saying
want
disagreeing
I
with that at
want to
all.
watch I want to watch you play a game, say some funny stuff, and let me
Or
relax.
just even fucking listen. That's like
Yeah,
it's
I,
decompressing.
I have some very like some streamers that are favorites of mine that I can just throw them up. listen to them and chill. You're one of them. You'll do your gambling streams. I'll throw you up. I'll throw some emotes in. I might say something if I got a chance. If not, I just sit back and watch. It
And make sure
relaxes.
there's no degen shit going on, you know.
Yeah, I just
W
keep your
mod right
chat
here.
out your chat, and I just kind of zone out, and that's my decompressing. So
And just be careful with those emails, all right? You might piss some
let's
people
go
off.
into that. Let's go into that. God, dude. So I saw that, and I get it, right? I've been on both sides of this fence. When I was first into the kick streaming world,
You and I
when
have had multiple conversations about this
yeah.
before it even like kind of blew up. We've had
So
conversations about it.
I've had the copy paste messages, and at first I was just like, okay, they're not even paying attention to me, and it did bother me at first. I will admit, I'm human. I'm human. It bothered me at first because I was like, you don't even care. But then I, it's like I wanted to fight it, but I'm getting mad at somebody else using their resources to, whether you call it support or whatever. It was their choice. They're an adult on the other side.
I
At the
think
end of
the
the day,
biggest thing is too, you don't know if they're listening. You
yeah,
don't know. That's the other thing. Even if they're live, if they end stream, maybe they'll rate out to you. You know,
yeah.
maybe they're in there listening, watching you stream while they're streaming. That's okay. Like, well, I don't see the big deal.
And I get it, right? It's not really, there's like an ungenuine and a genuine side to it. Like, if you're not listening and you just got me tabbed up and you're copy pasting 50 messages across, like, you're not hurting me. You're hurting yourself, right? You're
I
missing
mean,
out on opportunities to
yeah,
network. You're not hurting me. All you're giving me messages and viewership, but you're hurting yourself because you're losing the opportunity to connect and get to know people. But at the end of the day, I shouldn't be mad at that, right?
yeah.
I'm streaming. You're not trying, and the whole you're trying to steal my audience while you're
That's so
live.
fucking crazy.
Look at me in this fucking camera. You don't own anybody. You don't have rights to anybody's entertainment. It's the same as that damn TV sitting there with a cable, right? Right? If there's a better TV show on, people are going to watch it. Just at the end of the day, it has nothing to do with anything other than they want the entertainment they want. So you don't have
Exactly.
the rights to anybody. And whatever happens in your chat, if it leads them to another one, you need to calm down because you need to figure out how to keep people intertwined in your stream.
Hmm.
Outside of that, because you're gonna get me on a rant. So, anyways, I used to get mad about that, but then when I started looking at it a different way, I was like, you know what? It's not even worth the fight. Let these people be them. I feel sorry for some of them because they do miss out on genuine connections. They miss out on genuine opportunities, but that's the choice they make. Now, there's people that spam emotes. Why get mad about one thing that these platforms add in is emotes, emote slots, animated emotes, all this stuff, right? All this cool stuff. And you've paid money for emotes, right? And
Hmm.
had them embedded. And then you get mad when people overuse them or they spam them and they don't say anything in your chat.
Some people just don't like talking.
And then you have to understand that
I mean, that goes
maybe
back
that's
to
just my
you,
way
like,
to
when you get
know I'm
home,
there.
right?
I do it to you. I'll throw a couple of emotes to let you know I'm in there. And sometimes I talk and sometimes I don't.
And it's okay. And like,
It,
if I really know if you're having a bad day, you'll let me know. I mean,
yeah,
in
I've
terms of
let
like a
you know
mod
beforehand.
aspect, right?
I've either sent you a text or I've hit you up on Discord or we've been on Twitter
Yeah.
chatting.
But that's like
I'm like,
mod
hey man, I got
situation,
you.
right?
Yeah,
That's like average
but
chatter. It doesn't matter if they show up to your stream. Be grateful, regardless if they emote and leave. At least
yeah,
they
no one
fucking
owes you.
checked up on you,
No
unlike
one
these other
owes you an
people.
explanation. Yes,
Yeah.
no one owes you an explanation to your day. But these people that were getting mad about it started putting in rules. I'm timing you out, or I'm banning you. Blah blah blah. And then notice my viewership's going down.
Mm.
It is the consequences to your actions, because that one guy that you banned might have been telling people about how awesome you are. Hey man, I watch him when I'm not in the mood. I don't want to talk to nobody. I go in his
And then you
stream.
see
It
viral
brightens
clips
my
of
day.
these people like bitching about it, and you're like, wow, okay, maybe I
You're
don't need
sitting
to
there
support
like,
these
and
guys.
then you're going, man, maybe he doesn't like. Am I doing something wrong? And then you go into that chat, and all of a sudden you realize you're banned.
Yeah.
And then this person goes, you know what, fuck them. And then they go tell people like, this is what they do if you try to support them, and they don't think you're supporting them, even though like I don't, I think all that whole
I
topic.
do the only thing I will do is defend like those type of people is I do think new beginning streamers need to be better educated with how to network and stuff. But if that's the way they can support and the only way they can support, I don't think you should knock them off their fucking horse, man. I do think maybe talking to them and maybe try to fucking network with them, not banning them from the
Have a
fucking chat.
conversation with them. Don't let them fall into the follow for follow, the sub for
Yeah.
subs, shit like that. Give them advice. These guys come in new streaming and they don't understand that
But only
you and
give it
I
to
would
them
not
if
be
they
here.
ask for it. Let's
Oh
make this
yeah,
clear. Only give it to them if they
yes.
ask for it. Do not give us unsolicited advice when really just don't do that.
Just
They don't
have
need
an
it.
offline conversation with them. Don't try to embarrass them in front of people because they don't know. It's polite. It's not. You can be nice about it, and like the networking and the things like me and Chippy would not have this podcast if it wasn't for the
Dude,
networking.
there's a
Get to
bunch.
know
If
each other.
we never met the same people, like we'd not be talking. The
Exactly.
network train is a real thing. He knew someone, I knew someone, and eventually we met. That's how it met. That's how it fucking happens, and that's how
Having
correct networking
conversations with
works.
people. Mhm.
Yep. You
Is you
just
get things like this. But
hmm
these new people don't know. They fall into this. They get on Twitter and they see that. For everybody that comments done, I'll follow you, and then you get up 5,000 followers on Twitter, but they're all fake bot accounts and they've muted you, and you know what I mean. And then you don't have any interactions. And the same with Kick and same, even Twitch. You get all these people following you that will never come watch you because all they wanted was a number.
And so, like, to go on this a little bit, I have been into those channels that do the support for support, like, just to see how they interact. It's really just a bunch of new streamers trying to learn the space. And if you have information that can help them better grow, that's all they're looking for. They're looking for a genuine connection that they don't they think, I mean, it is okay to emote someone's chat if you're following them and all that. And if you're not following someone and you're emoting in chats, I feel like that's a little genuine if you're a streamer. But if you're just a fucking viewer and you just don't get it, like, that's okay, bro. At least you came into a new stream and try to start a conversation with emotes. Like, eventually they'd follow. Like, that's the biggest thing I've noticed, at least with my chat. A lot of these trolls, because I do gambling streams now, like, will emote or say something fucking stupid. But if you just fucking vibe with it, they end up following, they end up chatting, and they return the next day. Like, that's genuine.
When you ban people in your chat or
Yeah.
you time them out, like it does set up this awkward moment. And if you acknowledge certain things for no reason, or you act out or act with anger, like you got to think that one person that you took out of the equation, you're affecting everybody in the chat.
Yeah.
What if somebody had just clicked on your stream and it just so happened to be like, "Don't you emote in my chat? You're gonna have conversations with me, or you don't come in here."
Yeah.
That person's like, "You know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and back out."
You're
You
like, who
just
the
lost.
fuck is this guy?
Yeah, right. And I
It's
think
not like we're fucking Aiden Ross up here, bro. Like,
yeah,
come
in
on.
the streaming world, I think we've hit this point though where it becomes like almost like a sense of entitlement that we don't
Oh,
have
yeah.
and shouldn't have. And I'm not entitled to a conversation with anybody, just like I'm not entitled to them typing in my chat, and I'm not entitled to their time. So if they drop an emote and run, so be it.
Yeah. I do think, I don't even know if I want to call them streamers, man. It's just like one of those things, like, stop having this fucking ego, man. Just because someone joins your chat does not mean they need to have conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to call these so-called starting screen pushers or starting live, what do you ever want to fucking call them.
I think we just hit that point to where it's people in the streaming world are worried about so much stuff that doesn't matter. They're not focused on
Yeah,
their content.
build up your fucking content. That's the main thing. And
Yeah,
like,
they're not focused on the things they should, and then they're asking why am I not what do you I'm not bigger or I'm not growing faster. Well, you're chasing people off because you're worried about a starting soon screen. You're worried about a freaking emote in your chat. You're worried about a copy paste message.
you're worried about the wrong things. And like, I can be honest with you, the people that copy paste in my chat or any emotes or whatever, hey, lurking, whatever, I 100% guarantee you they watch me. Want to know why? Because the copy paste isn't always the same. There's a few words they'll say, be like, hey, man, you had a great stream yesterday, blah, 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 right? Like, how do you know if I did? Oh, well, you can fucking look at their fucking watch time for one, guys. It increases.
And at the end of the day, why are you worried
Yeah,
about
it doesn't
someone
matter.
using their time, their resources, their energy to spend it on you to make your metrics look better, right? Like you're getting mad at the wrong thing. and they're always going to be there. And you can't stop. If 100
Hmm.
people want to click on your channel right now and just pull you up and not say a fucking word, there's nothing you can do about it. So get over it. Focus on the if it's just a handful of people or it's a lot of people, focus on the ones in there. Talk to that one person like you're talking to a million people. And you will grow. You will see change because if you can connect with people, how many times in your chat do you see where you've had this random person come in out of nowhere, just have an awesome chat with you during the stream, and all of a sudden the next 2 or 3 streams, they bring people in.
Yep, all the time. It literally happens, especially
Yeah,
with
and like,
gambling. I can tell you, gambling has a unique audience. Yes, it's toxic, but also it's people that are looking for like an outlet to help with an addiction, and you need to understand. Like just for gambling. I don't know about other categories, but gambling addiction is a real thing, and people watch streams to overcome whatever's going on in their life and to help better it. And a lot of the times, these viewers are actually genuine. Yeah, they might be a little trolly, but if you are honest with them, they're good people. I mean, you've seen them act like fucking hooligans in my chat, but also times they're like, "Hey, man, if you ever need help, DM me." You know, they're genuine people. I that's my perspective of it. I think,
well, we've brought them into the Discord.
yeah, they're good people,
A lot
but
of
they
chatter. They
act
give you
weird. But
advice, and then yeah, it's just people, man. It's internet folks. We're
yeah,
all a little weird. But yeah, there's some that come in there. They're like, I don't know when to stop, and that you know you're sitting there educating them, like just like, all right, you know, when you're balanced, when you have this, you know, like this many spins in a row, and you're not hitting nothing, the bonus isn't good. It's time to leave. Cash out. Get out. Stop now. And, you know, things like that. And there's a lot of people that like come in there and I've learned more about gambling from the random people coming in and giving us information.
yeah, they educate me, but also at the same time, it's helping them because they're not over there spending thousands of dollars gambling
Mm.
themselves, and them to see me using real money to gamble with helps. There's something going on with their fucking brain. They're like, okay, maybe it's me hitting the button, maybe it's me playing the game, and but it's not them. But they're getting that like type of placebo effect from it.
Yeah, I think there's like it's like you're scratching the itch for them.
Yeah,
But yeah, but you lose out on so much chasing people off because you don't feel it's, and I'm gonna say air quotes, genuine connections. If you don't want to, I will let you emote, drop a copy paste. You do what you gotta do. You want to lurk forever. You never want to say a thing in my chat. Have at it. Not mad at you. If I'm somehow providing you the smallest amount of entertainment,
hmm,
relief, if I'm your way to decompress, to get stress off of you, do what you got to do.
you know the funny thing
There's
is
no point
like
getting mad.
oh, like people say like, I don't think anyone watches me or whatever. I can tell you. Oh, sorry about that. I don't know if you heard that. I accidentally turned the speaker on. Um, but I will go to like some of these streamers that like say they support me, and 9 times out of the 10, I will go in there and be like, "Hey, I seen you last night live," and blah blah blah, and they'll tell me about my stream, like a segment in it. And I'm like, "Oh, you were there." It's like fucking cool. It's a cool feeling, and because I didn't know they were there.
You know how many people that they've not chatted, and then like I'll pop in their stream and they'll be like, "Dude, you were playing Party Animals, and that was fucking
Yeah,
hilarious."
dude, it happens though. But if
And
you're
they'll be
over
like,
there
"I
bitching
appreciate
about
it."
shit, about people lurking in your chat, throwing emotes, you're not gonna get that.
It's this is your platform.
Hmm.
And you bring the negativity, it's negative. You have a negative platform, whether you want to hear that or not. If you begin to bring the negativity and talk about the negativity and complain about things, you are the negativity.
Yeah,
And people see that and they will turn away. I don't give a crap I don't care how right you are. If you're negative about it, you run people off.
yeah, and that's just the sad truth. And I honestly do hope people get better attitudes with streaming. But I just think a lot of people are just filled with this number aspect. I can tell you one thing: numbers don't fucking matter anymore. If you have good content, numbers will come. Numbers come with good content, and at the end of the day, yeah, maybe some people get overlooked, but if they're not putting the effort into getting looked at, I think at the end of the day, it's the streamer's fault, not the platform's fault. You can never blame a platform for exposure, even with Twitch,
Every
even
platform's got
YouTube.
their problems,
Yeah,
and they got their favorites, they got their problems, they got their growth opportunities. I just think people, instead of humbling themselves and saying, "Okay, what could I do better?
yeah,
How could I make my content better?" they go straight into it's Kick's fault, it's Twitch's
I think a
fault, it's
lot of it,
TikTok's
it's
fault,
with
it's
them
YouTube's
not
fault.
uploading like long form content either. They're not building a fan base. Yeah, you have a good like couple months, but like, what are you doing to retain these viewers?
A lot of people that complain, and I'm sorry if this hurts your feelings or this feels like the shoe fits. I'm sorry, but you need to do some self reflecting. A lot of these people that post like that, or you see them saying stuff like that, you'll go check their Twitter, and all you ever see is going live, going live, going live. Okay, and then you go check a YouTube channel that they have linked, and it has a couple shorts and no videos. And then you go and check their TikTok, and it's not had anything posted to it. And you go and you know what I mean, like
Yeah,
just going live. That is some of the battle, but there's so much more outside to get people in.
yeah,
It's just it takes all of it. You got to pick one, and you got to be consistent, and you got to make things. Got to be different, right? Stop posting damn
yeah.
Call of Duty quick shots. Everybody does that. Don't get me wrong. I, I post funny stuff like
I do
when
miss the era of
one
like the beginning of like Call of Duty shit. Like I do miss that like what, 10 years ago. I do miss
yeah.
it.
But like I watched some dude do a quick shot the other day, and I'm like, brother, I'm like 7-year-olds are doing that shit now. Like it was cool when we first started it. Now it's like, ah,
Yeah,
ah.
because no one could do it back then, and now
Yeah,
everyone can do it.
they're doing it live in the match, and you're watching dude jump off a crane, do a 360 no scope, and win the match. And now it's like everybody does that.
Yeah, now
Even you
people
know,
are just pulling fucking dildos out their ass, be like, and throw it across the map. Like, oh,
yeah,
wow, okay, well, I
cool
did
man.
that 10 years ago,
But like,
bud.
what difference are you gonna do? What are you doing different? How are you entertaining me? How are you interacting and things like that? But it's that growth, it's that learning, it's that connecting, it's that networking. It's just there's so much that it takes that consistency and that drive to want more and to do more that you got to have. And it's just I feel like some people just expect when they go live that you're going to show up,
Yeah.
and it's not that. It's not how it works.
I do want to give this opportunity for you to shout out your new sponsor. I know you're proud of them, so I'd give you a quick little 2 minutes to give a shout out to them.
I got you. Yeah, yeah. So after some issues with the past, I was reached out by one of the owners in Glitch, and Ollie's an amazing guy. He's very supportive, was there for me, and he brought me onto the team. Sent me an awesome care package. You can see my Glitch banner and my fish tank banner out there because I support my brother here, and I love him to death. I've also posed naked in that thing if you guys didn't know that. But seriously, Glitch is awesome. Um, I can't have a lot of caffeine. I have vertigo, and this is one thing that kind of gets me through the day. Their drinks are delicious. This is I actually just got this one. This is Focus Serum Boysenberry. I'm gonna try this tomorrow. I they ship very fast. They're very efficient. They're very helpful. They do awesome giveaways. They have community days on Saturdays, every second Saturday. Um, in their Discord, they just do a lot for the community, and they do a lot for me. Everybody that I've seen around them, they're amazing, and of course, I appreciate them. I'm glad they took a chance on me. So, code Avenged Wolf if you guys decide to order any. It's delicious. I love it.
And
Appreciate
that
the
code's better be the only code you use with that goddamn company. You hear me? There's some people in that company I do not like, and I'm giving him this opportunity to give himself a shout out because we rep F3 over here, baby. We
he
F3 gang
does.
3 for life. Both good companies. I can say Glitch is a good company. At least now they weren't before. I give them props now. They have a good head on their shoulder. But at the end of the day, F3, but also Glitch Wolf over here, whatever you want to call him. You can use his code, but no other code. All right.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I know you weren't expecting that because I've had a lot of issues with certain companies in the past. I don't want to say their name. That'd give them free clout. We don't need that on here. We don't need that, fresh clout on here, right? We don't need any of that. But at the end of the day, I support him. Whatever he does is fucking amazing. Whoever takes him on is amazing. I can't bash that company, even if I wanted to. Fuck the people that are in it, though. I can't say that. But you fuck with him, I'll tickle your butthole at the end of the day.
Yep.
Anyways, use code FishTank at F3 checkout. New flavors dropping here soon. We are also bringing Canhead on the podcast soon. That is something to look forward to. It's going to be a little spicy one.
Canhead is the man of a lot of controversy, and I love it. Listen, F3's come around. They came in with a force. Canhead has been one of my favorite people out of it. I'm
Yep.
pretty sure that's the same. The guy that we're interviewing. It's been the same one that's had the Canhead account, right?
Yes. Yep.
Since okay, so like this,
Jack.
there have been some wild times. Yes, this Jack guy I've seen some wild stuff, and you know what? At the end of the day, social media rock star is what I'm going to call him. Like he's my inspiration.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
I've had a lot of conversations with him here recently. F3's hovers with them and stays with them. All I can say, good job. We have a lot of things coming in the future, especially with me, that I can't really talk about or anything. Hopefully, it, like molds into something great. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the new flavors, and I'll tell you offline because I know you and I haven't even talked about it, but I'm excited for it. I'm excited to have Jack on here, Canhead. We'll also be possibly taste testing new flavors. That's something to look forward to. I know you gotta drink some F3. I know you like it. I know you do.
But cans, man. Like at the end of the
Yeah,
day, like
it's
I love my
cans.
powder. I'm very like I have a routine. If I break that routine, I love the fact that I can have a can and pick it
Yeah,
up and right.
yeah.
It's easy, efficient.
Oh, just to backtrack, I don't hate everyone in Glitch. All right, I got fucking El Capitan over there, Mischief,
Gotta love some
and
Cappy Dan.
Chavez. You know, I got a few people over there I kind of like, right? Kind of like them.
Listen, it's a very good crew, and then they've done a
But
lot of
I do got to say, they
restructuring to
need
their
to fucking
management.
chill out and fucking hiring every fucking goddamn streamer out there. All right, I've been seeing it on my timeline. God, doing too much. Chill out. Chill the fuck out. All right. I don't know who code to use, but all I know is use code Avenge Wolf. He should have code Wolf. Let's be fair. Let's be fair. Just saying. Code
Everybody's got
Wolf.
Wolf though. I'm avenged Wolf.
I feel like it'd be more clean or Big Wolf. I just like your
Big
Discord name.
Wolf. Big Wolf.
Big Wolf. Go use Big Wolf for 100% off all your orders. You're welcome, Ellie. Got you.
That's funny.
He's gonna be like, God damn it, PR team, get the handle on this podcast. Oh wait, it's F3 fucking creator over here. Staying away. He might be unhinged. You might be right.
He is a little unhinged, but
Gotcha.
he's the good type of unhinged.
Yeah. Though we do appreciate you guys coming to this fucking YouTube video. I know we're been lacking a couple of weeks here and there, maybe a couple months, but we're gonna get back on track. We're gonna be making a separate YouTube channel here shortly once we start season 2 of this, and we might bring different people on. But I do think the last episode of season 1 will be Canhead, and then we'll go into season 2 and get everything sorted. It might be a couple months before that gets started, but I hope you guys do enjoy it. And if you want to see anyone else on here, let us know. And I'm running out of fucking breath because when I talk a lot, I don't breathe. So
Yeah.
I need to breathe. I need you to talk real quick.
Always much love, everyone. Appreciate you for stopping by. Like he said, down below,
good.
comment any suggestions, ideas. If you want us to interview anybody, we can push for
And
it.
stop sending me dildos, goddammit.
Yes, stop sending him dildos because he's gonna get banned from DreamHacks.
Yeah.
He's gonna get in trouble with them. But for real, give us ideas. If you want a certain topic, whatever, let us know. Hit us up.
Peace out, guys. See you on the next one.